Hello, everyone. My name is Zulfiqar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you want to read more about what John writes on a regular basis, you can head to incomeinvestors.com, or you can find the link to the website in the description below. Some investments are designed with income investors in mind. That is, stocks that exist primarily to reward investors with big dividends. This includes business development companies, or BDCs for short. Just like the real estate investment trusts, BDCs have to legally distribute at least 90% of their taxable income to shareholders. This can result in BDCs paying dividends well in excess of 10%. At this point, you may be asking, what is a BDC? Here at Income Investors, we refer to BDCs as alternative banks. They provide small and mid-sized companies with financing, the kind of financing that big banks didn't want to waste their time with. And that brings us to today's income pick, Saratoga Investment Corp. They're traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol SAR. John?
Thanks, Mo. Yeah, like all good alternative banks, Saratoga is great at making money and rewarding investors. The company has actually increased its annual dividend for the last 4 consecutive years, so starting a nice trend. And it currently has a dividend yield of, I think it's 12.2%. SAR Stock has also been doing well of late too. As of this recording, it's up, I think, 10% since August.
John, if you could elaborate, why is Saratoga Investment Corp doing so well lately?
Well, even though interest rates are expected to start coming down in the coming weeks, they're still going to remain higher than they were before the 2020 health crisis. And high, but not onerously high, interest rates are great for alternative banks, especially those with a lot of floating rate loans. On average, 80% of loans in the typical BDC profile are floating rate. Saratoga does a little better than the average BDC. 99.4% of the loans in its portfolio are floating interest rates.
Can you explain a little bit about what does Saratoga Investment Corp do?
As you might well imagine, Saratoga Investment Corp is a BDC that specializes in providing loans to middle market companies. It typically makes $5 million to $75 million investments in leverages and management buyouts, recapitalizations, debt financing, growth financing, moves like that. Typically invest in companies with revenue of $8 million to $250 million and EBITDA of $2 million or greater. They also have to have strong margins and free cash flow and recurring revenues and stable historical performance. Its loans portfolio includes first lien, mezzanine, and unit tranche. Its investment quality remains strong. 98% of credits are the highest quality, and 86% of investments are first lien.
And I was reading that Saratoga reported strong sequential results.
Yeah, for the first quarter of fiscal 2025 ended May 31st, 2024, Saratoga reported stable assets under management of $1.09 billion. Now that's up slightly from $1.08 billion in the fourth quarter of fiscal 2025 ended February 29th, 2024. Now, investment income or portfolio income grew sequentially and on an annual basis to $38.6 million. And the all-important net investment income came in at $1.05 per share versus $1.35 per share last year and 94 cents for the previous fourth quarter. Meanwhile, adjusted net investment income was also $1.05 per share, compared to $1.08 per share in the same period last year and 94 cents per share in the previous quarter.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you could also sign up for our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. And now back to the video. And John, this BDC recently announced its 18th straight quarter-over-quarter increase.
Yeah, thanks to Saratoga's strong earnings and stable credit performance, it's able to return substantial capital to shareholders in the form of a growing dividend. Now, this past August, it declared a quarterly dividend of 74 cents per share, or $2.96 per share on an annual basis, for a current forward yield of roughly 12.40%. And of note, as you just said, this most recent quarterly distribution represents the 18th consecutive quarterly dividend increase in a row. 74 cents per share dividend represents a 4.2% increase over the 71 cents per share paid out in the second quarter of fiscal 2024. It also represents a 37% increase over the past 2 years. Now, Saratoga has a long history of actually raising its dividend. Since launching its dividend program in the second quarter of fiscal 2015, Through the third quarter of fiscal 2020, it increased its dividend 211% from 18 cents per share to 56 cents per share.
SAR stock looks like it could hit a new record high.
Yeah, typically an ultra high yield dividend is pegged with a stock that is depressed. That isn't the case with Saratoga Investment. As of this recording, Saratoga stock is up 5.6% over the last month. And that's currently trading at around $22.86 per share. SAR stock has plenty of room to run. It needs to climb roughly 9 or 10% to reach its June 2023 all-time record high of $25.07 per share. Wall Street is confident it will break that level, with analysts providing a 12-month share price target range of around $25 to $29 per share.
John, thank you so much for your insights. Just to recap, Saratoga Investment Corp is a great BDC with growing diversified portfolio. It has an attractive risk portfolio. 98% of credits are highest quality, 86% of investments are first lien, and 99.4% of loan in its portfolio have floating interest rates. The company's overall solid performance is reflected in its financial performance this past quarter, including sequential adjusted net investment income per share of 12%, current asset under management of $1.09 billion, and 18 consecutive quarterly dividend increases. That's it for today. And make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com now to get our free special report on 3 income stocks to own today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.